Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to World of Wrestling Podcast. Here today to discuss about another video for random wrestling talk about the WWE Championship between Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42, possibly being nixed. This is being reported by Dave Meltzer. He's not certain if this is true or not, but he is saying that it's a possibility that it could happen. Let me tell you something, folks. That is not going to change. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is going to happen. All my creative ideas I came up with, like Sami Zayn beating Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble in his home country for the WWE Championship, and then going on to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania at Night One's main event, with Cody winning the Elimination Chamber match to be crowned the number one contender, is never going to happen. That's just me fantasy booking. It'd be something really cool and interesting, but that ain't going to happen. We're going to see, more than likely, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and I'll tell you how. First off, the first clue about this match actually taking place, as guaranteed clad, is the fact that Drew McIntyre is holding the WWE Championship with Cody Rhodes' logo side plates on the championship. That's a strong indication that Cody is getting this title back either at Saturday night's main event or at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and I'll tell you how. They could either book it for Saturday night's main event, where Cody wins the title back because he was kind of screwed over in that steel cage match, not to mention the low blow during the first fall and everything else during that matchup. So there was some controversy endings to both falls that involved Drew McIntyre winning that title. So there's a strong indication Nick Aldis might make the match happen at Saturday night's main event. The other situation that could occur during this lead up to the Royal Rumble is Cody Rhodes goes ahead, gets put in to face Trick Williams one-on-one after Matt Cardona suffers an attack that no one's aware of or knows who actually attacked Matt Cardona. And Cody Rhodes is implemented into the 8-man tournament to crown the number one contender. Cody would go on to win his match against Trick Williams and then face Drew McIntyre after he wins the Fatal 4-Way at Saturday night's main event, goes to the Royal Rumble, and wins the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre. Maybe they do a Hell in a Cell match. I don't know. I mean, that would be different. Never had a Hell in a Cell match at a Royal Rumble pay-per-view event before, but hey, why not first time for everything, huh? That's what I think should have been the final matchup for the 3 stages of hell, but apparently they didn't think so it is what it is. And then Drew McIntyre drops the title to Cody Rhodes in a rematch at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes goes on, stays champion until WrestleMania. He faces Roman Reigns. Doesn't actually drop the title, though, it doesn't lose the championship. He turns heel. Rock goes ahead, shows up, and Cody turns heel, sells his soul. That's it. That's the match. That's what's going to happen here, folks. There's nothing going to be special. There's not going to be anything surprising. There's not going to be anything intriguing. Now, the heel turn with Cody and The Rock, I mean, they could make that special, grant you, but everything else, I honestly am not surprised by. It's very predictable shit. Very predictable. All the same people that you're aware of or used to, that's what you're going to see in the main event scene for the WrestleMania. That's all. The only one that's going to be new is Braun Breaker, and that's because they need to start building a young star, and CM Punk ain't that guy at this point. I'm hoping they realize that. And Braun Breaker's going to be the guy to win the championship. I only wish that he didn't suffer an L along the way going into the Royal Rumble and winning the Rumble to move on and win the title from CM Punk, which he should have done on Monday Night Raw last week. But granted, I don't think that's the place where you make him win the damn title if that's what you want to do. You have him win at WrestleMania. And, it is what it is. That's what you got. Then let's move over to CM Punk. Let me pull up his commentary for how he feels about the fans' reactions. So give me 1 second while I go ahead and pull that up real quick. And see what's going on here. Give me one moment. Hold on 1 second. He was on Busted Open at his recent interview. Let's see if I can get some dialogue here. Hold on one moment. Sorry about the hold, guys. I'm just trying to find this. So, basically, the whole situation is that CM Punk is not very happy with what the audience has to say about his in-ring work. He thinks the audience live compared to what people say at home are different. He thinks people at home just like to have a reason to bitch, complain, think they know everything. And he also comments about how, he doesn't like the negativity and all this other shit. And that's kind of just the gist of what he had to say. Kind of pretty much saying, the fans don't know much of anything. They're not professionals in the business of wrestling, so they don't understand. Yada, yada, yada. He talks about the John Cena tap-out situation, which I, at this point, still disagree with because of how they did it. It could have been done a whole lot better. And I'll give you another prime example of that. John Cena could have gone ahead and had tears of joy, smile, and just Gunther really tearing into his neck, trying to make him pass out, and he just smiles, crying, his eyes close, and he passes out with a struggling look on his face at the same time. That's what they should have done. At the end of the day, all they gave away was kayfabe. They killed kayfabe in that one match. I'm surprised nobody even says that. I mean, he's literally sitting there looking like he's all snugged up with Gunther. Gunther doesn't look like he's applying any pressure to the hold. It looks absolutely ridiculous. And he's just sitting there going, Jesus Christ, just get... His look on his face was like, Jesus Christ, can we please just get this over with? I'm just going to do my thing here. It's great. It's been wild. It's been fantastic. That's it. Tap out. That's what we got. That, to me, was a slap in the fan's face. The look on John Cena's face when he let go of the hold was, thank God this is over. He literally did not seem to even want to be there. They're putting championship belts on top of him with Cody and CM Punk. And they're both standing there holding his hand up in the air, I believe, from what I remember. He's kind of like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing? From my vantage point, that's what I saw from my point of view or perspective. Triple H smiling, laughing, while the fans are booing him out of the building, giving John Cena a hug, probably telling him congratulations. Hope you enjoyed this tour. Thank you for your time working here. You know, showing some respect as well. But also laughing at the fans at them booing him out the fucking building. Because they're so severely pissed off at the fact that fucking John Cena had to tap out in his last match. In a very poor fashion, might I add. He was not struggling at all. He looked like he was snuggled up like a bug inside of a blanket. And that's all he looked like he was doing. It wasn't nothing of like he was detrimental or gonna die or anything like that. It was an absolute joke show. And this is just my point of view on it. Maybe others felt differently. Maybe they felt it was fine. And then if that's your viewpoint, well, at least you enjoyed what you saw. Because me, it kind of tarnished John Cena's gimmick in a sense. But I'm not going to allow that to destroy my entire viewpoint of John Cena as a performer or anything else. That's absolutely ridiculous. But to make that his last match is the last memory that you have of Cena wrestling in the business, I think kind of sucks. And CM Punk felt it was beautiful. It was monumental. It was amazing, enjoyable, heartfelt, all those things. I'll tell you what I saw, what I felt when I saw Cena smiling and breaking kayfabe of all things, which you shouldn't even be doing during a match. It's one thing to do when the show is off the air, you want to go celebrate with the fans or be nice to the fans and all that since the cameras are off and all that shit. That's one thing. You want to do something like that? Okay, fine, no problem. Everybody knows it's a show, but at least when the cameras are rolling and we got a show going, at least stay in character. That's the least thing you can do. And it looked to me like we were breaking kayfabe right in the middle of a match. Like, yeah, you know. It's been fun. Bye-bye. Tap out. I did not find it beautiful. I did not find anything remotely emotional outside of frustration. Because it felt like they were just going ahead and slapped me upside the face. That's all it felt like. A big fucking insult. They might as well should have just given me the finger poke of death. That's what it felt like, honestly. From the WCW back on January 4th of 1999. With Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan. That's what it felt like. Absolute fucking joke. So, that's how I feel about that. CM Punk's opinion on people's viewpoint on wrestling. Yeah, some people I would have to say are off the wall crazy with their viewpoints. And others, I think they have very good viewpoints. Maybe they have contrasting ideas and opinions about what they would want to see on the show. Yeah, I think we all have contrasting ideas and opinions and viewpoints of how the show should go. But there's one thing we all can agree upon. These shows have no fucking story. They have no elevation of intrigue or interest. They don't get you excited. It feels like run-of-the-mill, rinse and repeat, made it in a fucking factory type of shit. You know, and like made on an assembly line and just thrown out there and say, here you go, watch it, enjoy. If you don't, fuck off. That's Triple H's attitude. I don't understand this. That's what you tell your customer, to go fuck off. That's what Triple H said later, last year in 2025. He said to his audience and his fans to fuck off if they don't like what he is giving them. You're not a true fan. Why? Because we don't agree with what you're producing on your show? That makes us not a fan? That's like telling someone that they're not a fan, like me being a Dallas Cowboys fan because I don't like Jerry Jones's his decisions on how to make the team, the roster he's putting together, the decisions on the contracts that he makes with these players. Players he's willing to give up to sign other players to give them bigger bonuses that don't even fucking deserve it. I mean, this is crazy. You would never hear Jerry Jones say that about people. Oh, if you don't like what I have to say, well, or my decisions, don't be a fan and go fuck off. Really? That's what you're going to tell your customer. And my God, they need everything they can get because every fucking week they got their numbers dropping like nobody's business. Now, granted, I mean, earlier this week we got reports that over last year they made over 340 million views. Over 52 episodes, that is. Wow. Like, that's super impressive. Such an amazing accomplishment. Try the billions. That's where it should be, if you're that successful. Company's fucking shit. It really is. I'm not happy with the way this company's going. And going back to the Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, like I said, there's nothing going to change. The only change we're going to see is Braun Breaker possibly becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. If he doesn't win the Royal Rumble and we go to Roman Reigns to win, I'm done with this shit. I really am. I cannot see them going to Roman Reigns again. This would be his, what? Second Royal Rumble win? He had a run with the world title for like 4 fucking years? 5 years? Yeah, 4 years. 2020 all the way to 2024. That's a long, long fucking time. 4 fucking years of that shit. Did he do a good job in those 4 years? Yeah, I would say he did. He did an excellent job. Best work of his entire career, honestly. But to have him win the Royal Rumble, when you got a guy like Braun Breaker that deserves to win the Royal Rumble, that's like slapping the fans in the face again. I don't understand why you would want to do such a thing. That's just fucking stupid. You don't do that kind of crap. But yeah, I'm very confused why in the world you would do something like that if that's the direction they choose to go. Honestly, I wouldn't understand why they think that would be the best move for them to go with. But you know, it is what it is. But personally, I hope to God that Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble, at least. I know we're not going to get a different title match for the WWE title at WrestleMania with Sami Zayn being in the mix. I mean, granted, the story of Sami Zayn, not one shit Shiola, has been made important about Sami Zayn because of the on-again, off-again bullshit. But at least there's a story that can start from Sami Zayn winning the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble, winning this matchup, because he has had wins. He's been successful throughout 2025. He wasn't a complete and utter loser. It's just the fact that they went on and off with him. 1 minute concerned about the winning the world title, then being, sidetracked with a U.S. championship, which I don't know why the fuck he cared about winning the U.S. title from Solo Sikoa, but, it happened. Here we are. But honestly, the true reality is that Sami Zayn winning the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre would be a great match to see occur, and Sami Zayn beating Drew for the title, if that's the direction they would want to go. And then having Sami Zayn face Cody in Night 1's main event of WrestleMania to lose it in a screwjob fashion where Cody Rhodes turns heel. We get Roman Reigns facing Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight title, and Roman Reigns won the world title from CM Punk at WrestleMania, or at the Royal Rumble, I mean. But I don't think that's going to happen at all. So I'm not even considering that. Now, if they went with Drew McIntyre staying champion until WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns, I'd be down for that. Most definitely. That would give Drew McIntyre a hell of a fucking story there, where he ends up winning and retaining the WWE Championship to Roman Reigns, and we get The Rock to return to start the story of him and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 43. And I would be down for that. Definitely. So yeah, that would be a direction I would go with, if anything. And that would be new and fresh, and then you go with Braun Breaker and CM Punk for the world title. I'd be down for both of those matches. Definitely. Cody Rhodes could be in a nice grudge match with someone. But I don't know, man. I really don't. I think that Cody is just going to enter himself into the matchup, have Matt Cardona be the one removed from the match, and then entered to face Trick Williams, beats Trick Williams in the one-on-one match, wins the Fatal 4-Way, and wins the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. Or they just have Drew McIntyre lose the title to Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, and have probably Randy Orton win the fucking Fatal 4-Way, so we get the Randy Orton-Cody Rhodes match at the Royal Rumble with a lame 1-week build with no story. That's what I think they're going to do, because I think that's how fucking pathetic they truly are. But that's just me, guys. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And I thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great night, guys. Bye.